How do you cope with loneliness? The obvious advice would be to tell you to do the opposite. Build connection in your life. Get a pet to take care of. Garden. Go hiking, connect with nature. Call your friends or your family and talk to them. Volunteer at a job and make a difference. Help them instead of focusing on yourself. Go to the gym or pick up a hobby where you can meet like-minded people. The focus is all on building connection to the external world around you. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. What I can tell you though is that it often falls short. Now, it might not for you, and those are certainly options that you have. I want to share something a little bit different today. This is, I think, one of the most interesting ways to deal with and relieve the feelings of loneliness. This is a way to build connection with yourself very quickly. You might not be thrilled with me when I tell you what it is. Are you ready? Do you want to know what it is? Can you handle it? Face your fears. Why would she say that? We're talking about loneliness here, sadness, feeling cut off from the world. Why is she going to tell us to go face our fears? Facing your fears is exhilarating. And when you set it up properly, and that's the key, setting it up properly, it is such an emotionally consuming experience. It's so intensive. There's not a whole lot of time to feel lonely. Besides that, as you face your fears, your confidence builds. And as your confidence builds, you stop worrying about needing to fit in to some group. You stop needing other people to be or act a certain way for you. You become more reliant on yourself. So you can be alone without feeling so lonely. Everybody goes through periods and times in their life when they either think they have to stand alone or actually do have to be alone. So the more confidence and faith you have in yourself to face those scary periods in life, the better able you can handle them. Facing your fear is about building your connection with yourself, which nobody can take away from you. And it's not dependent on anybody. How do we set this up properly? First thing I would do is take note or inventory of the things that make you anxious, that you are afraid of. These could be things that you want to do in your life, but you just haven't had the nerve to go out and do them yet. This could be things that you have done in your life that where the fear or the anxiety got the best of you and you backed off and you walked away. Maybe it was a passion or a hobby, or it could be a person that you have really been wanting to get to know, but haven't taken the initiative to approach on a personal level. It could even be a painful experience that you've had in life that has created a lot of fear around certain types of situations. I'm not suggesting that you ever go back to an abusive situation, but as an example, let's say that you were abused in a past relationship. Facing that fear could be in a healthy way, could be something like learning how to safely and legally handle a firearm, or taking a self-defense class, So take inventory, write down a list of what are those things that have become symbols of fear for you in your life. Everybody has them. The next step, you don't want to throw yourself all in right away. You want to take a small enough step forward that you feel like you could do it every day and survive, be okay. Let's say it was learning a new instrument or a new sport. Go get your gear, and you could start with some very basic drill patterns. Work on that maybe for 2 weeks, maybe a week, maybe 3 weeks, every day. A task that is small enough that you can do it every day and that you have a 70 to 90% confidence level that you'll succeed in doing it every day. Doesn't mean you'll feel like doing it every day. Doesn't mean that it will go well every day, but you could get through it. And then every 1 to 3 weeks, you're going to progressive overload. You're just going to increase the intensity. So it might be learning another drill or doing something that's a little bit harder. It might be doing it for longer. So maybe you started off with 5 minutes a day, and maybe now you're going to do 10 minutes a day. If you're doing this exercise properly, if it's enough to make you work for it, but not so much that if you have a bad day, it ruins you, you're going to be so engaged with yourself and your inner experience, you will have very little time to be lonely. Or you could just go the old-fashioned route and focus on building connection with other people, but then you're dependent on them to make you feel not lonely. And how well has that been working for you so far? I think this is much more exciting. Is it easy? No, but exciting and interesting, and you have no idea where it could take you. But chances are you won't end up alone when you get there. So good luck. Have fun. You face your fears and have fun. What other people are doing will become much less interesting. We don't do things the conventional way around here. We like to break the rules. I always have one toe out of line. Luckily, it's the right toe. People are shoveling snow outside, and I'm just sitting here making videos. Besides that, the external. But chances are you won't end up alone when you get there.